Hello and welcome back to the channel. Today is a very important day. It's a day in which humans decided finally which is the best way to preserve wine. To do so, this is what we're going to do. We asked our good friends at Cascina Vano to send us 3 bottles of their Barbaresco Canova 2022, and we're going to open the 3 bottles in 3 different ways, and then we're going to retaste them in about a month.
Ciao!
First bottle, we're gonna simply open with an old corkscrew and we're gonna put the cork back in. Second bottle, we're gonna use a Coravin. If you've never used or seen this device, it's a pretty genius invention. It's literally a surgical needle going through the cork. So we're not gonna remove the cork. The Coravin is going to suck some wine out and pour it into the glass and replace the wine that was in the bottle with argon gas. The third bottle, we're gonna open with Preservio, which is a new device that is basically creating a vacuum inside the bottle. You uncork the bottle with a corkscrew, so just like the first one, but then you attach this device so that it creates a vacuum sucking the air out. And to be even more scientifical and very objective, we're gonna do the same with another set of bottles that is gonna be Verduno per la Verga 2023 by Podericolla. So different grape, different vintage. We will revisit all 6 bottles in about a month, and I'm going to blind taste so that everything will be 100% objective. All right, let's do it. Stunning, delicious wine, as always. Floral tone, fruit tones. 2022 is a vintage that was pretty warm, so it's showing some character. Nice acidity, great tannins, amazing. So what I'm gonna do is memorize as much as I can this first tasting and see how close to it we get in a month with these bottles. Bottle number 2, I'm just gonna remove the capsule, which from my experience, especially if you use the Coravin a lot, is gonna preserve it a little longer. Sometimes the needles can break. So you put the device in, you make sure the needle goes straight through the cork. You push down. You put the bottle upside down and click. I'm gonna try and take exactly the same amount from each bottle so that the level of oxygen inside is pretty much the same, although here the oxygen is being replaced by argon. As you can see, the cork is still there. This wine, let's see, I need to taste it to make sure the bottle is okay and the cork was okay. Yes, perfect. Just as good. Bottle number 3 with Preservio. We are going to fully open the bottle. This is a brand new project. When they sent us this, they were on Kickstarter. So it's innovative technology. I'm excited to taste it. Get some wine out, just like the first bottle. Also, this bottle is okay. The cork is fine. Yes. And what we're gonna do now is also show you how to use Preservio. You take this little cork, you put it in, you lift this little cap, and then you go in with this machine that is gonna create a vacuum. You let it do its magic. Right now it's sucking the air out. And when all the oxygen is out, we should hear a beep and a firm light. All right, vacuum is ready. You push this down and the bottle can go to sleep for a little bit. So I'm gonna just put back the cork into bottle number 1. We're gonna do the same for the Pella Verga. So same procedure. And we're gonna keep these bottles in a dark, temperature control area where no excursion is gonna happen. So they're gonna just go to sleep for about a month. Today is October 16, and I'll see you in a little bit. All right, we're back, and it's been a little longer than expected. We've been busy with our wine club shipment, our wine tours, and life. It's December 10th, so almost 2 months have passed, which is an even better test for these two devices. In the meantime, Coravin has sent us a brand new device, so we're gonna test this out. And all the wines, we're gonna blind taste. Voila. All right, so let's take out these bottles. I'm gonna start with Barbaresco. This is the one that was just opened and recorked. This is the one that was opened with a Coravin, and this is the one that was opened with Preservio. I'm going to pour the wines now, and then I'm gonna step outside the room so Luca can actually switch all the glasses so I don't know which is which, and then I'm gonna blind taste. So this one is the Barbaresco that was just opened and then recorked. The second is gonna be the Barbaresco opened with Preservio. And then we're gonna do a second Coravin, so we also test this new device. And this is the glass with the new Coravin. All right, I'm gonna step aside for a second and I'll be back. All right, let's give it a try. Wow. Huge difference between the three. This glass is very open, very oxidative. Smells also almost like port. This one is definitely the most well preserved. And this one is closer to the first one. Taste is still pretty good. Great tannins. And it's I think it's a great test for a bottle like this Barbaresco. I confirm glass in the middle is the one that is the most preserved. This could be the Coravin, but we'll see. I'm guessing number 3 could be Preservio, because it's kind of in between the two. Before I go and look at the little numbers that Luca has written, I want to say that for bottles that have been here for 2 months, these wines are still great. This is an amazing bottle, Barbaresco. If it can withstand being open for such a long time, it's been here for 2 months, so just great job. All right, let's reveal. My guess is this is the bottle that was just simply opened and then recorked. This is the Coravin and this is the Preservio, but again, it's just a bias because I've never tried the Preservio before, and I'm thinking that the Coravin might preserve the wine better, but we'll see. Interesting. This is number 2. So this is the Preservio. This is the Coravin, so I was correct on number 2. And this is number 1. So very interesting, the fact that the number 1 and number 2, so the bottle that was simply recorked and Preservio are very similar in taste, so similar that I actually swapped them. Coravin, I was able to blind taste it because there's a huge difference in the way the wine was preserved on the nose. As an excuse for Preservio, it was my first time using it, so there is a chance I haven't used it correctly for the cork. But my first impression was that this cork actually held oxygen better than using Preservio. But let's try it again on the second bottle. The Verduno per la Verga now, which is a completely different wine. So it's going to be interesting to see how a wine like Per la Verga that has a lot less structure compared to Barbaresco actually holds for 2 months. This is the bottle that was simply recorked. This is the bottle. Oh, this sounds a lot better. Preservio, and then we're going to do a Coravin here.
Don't let it rule you. Everything's gonna be alright. Don't let it rule you.
All right, let's start from here. It has lost a lot of nose, but I don't smell a lot of oxidative notes. Interesting, I also have a lot less experience with Per la Verga, so I don't know how it actually works with so much oxygen. Ooh, much more fruit. Much better, this one on the nose. This one has a weird note of, it's very irony. All right, let's drink. Nice acidity, but it's also an acidity that is given by a lot of oxygen. This could be the bottle that was just opened and then recorked. This has a little more structure, so, and even a little bit more fruit. I prefer number 2 to number 1. And this was just a little weird. This metallic tone on the nose. And less fruit. I'm guessing 1. So a bottle that was opened and then recorked. Coravin, Preservio. Moment of truth. 2. So this is the bottle that was opened with Preservio, Coravin, and recorked. Just like the other one, I switched the bottle that was opened with a cork and the bottle that was opened using Preservio. Probably I feel that they're similar in the way they age the wine. So I guess the lesson from this for me is that sometimes it's better to simply use a really good cork, like in this case, Ricola is using an excellent cork that really seals the bottle. And especially when you recorking it, just, recork it for real. And Coravin is one step ahead in terms of preserving the wine. So yeah, it's just a blind tasting and I wanted to be completely honest. Thank you Coravin and thank you Preservio for sending the 2 devices. I think we're gonna do this again, trying maybe with Barolo and Barbera on a future video. Thank you for watching, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you in the next one.